Alright, so mostly today we're just going to do another episode of the megabase, and beforehand, I had just collected some more material so you guys wouldn't have to watch me do a whole lot of digging, um, but otherwise let's just go ahead and jump right into the server. And now that I've started working on my megabase, everybody else on the server decided it's time for them to start working on theirs too, so that'll be an exciting thing to watch. It's really neat to see everybody's build styles and what they're building, how they're building, where they're going with it. It's just really fun to, be on a server with other people like that. Whoop. Alright. And also, side note, I'm getting an actual microphone tomorrow. It'll be delivered then. So my audio quality is going to go up. This headset is one that I got for like $30 from my Freds 5 years ago, so audio quality is working on being improved. Also lighting too. I got a lamp for over here, and I'm going to get a standing lamp that's going to go right here to help light up this side of me. And, I might get some cool colorful ones to go up here in front of me, but other than that, just expect the quality to keep going up. Is basically what I'm getting at. And hey Han, I think you're the only one in here right now. But if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching it on YouTube, because all parts of this megabase series will be on YouTube under the same playlist. And I believe this is actually episode 4. If you're following along in the YouTube timeline. And I've been putting in a couple thoughts because it's been a couple days since I streamed to how the base is gonna go. Well, actually, I recorded a video yesterday for YouTube. Everyone on the server, we all got together and we beat up the Wither. So that was a really fun time, and the video came out pretty nice. The audio again is messed up, for me at least, but you can hear everybody else perfectly fine. So if you want to go check that out, it's on YouTube. It's called Minecraft Server Shenanigans, so go check that out. But yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna maybe stream for about an hour and a half, give or take, kind of whatever I'm feeling. See who all hops in for, forever how long they hop in for. So now that we're here back in the megabase, Nick was helping me with some outer designs that are going to wrap around kind of this base feature here. So we'll have some leaves going up with vines and flowers, and the rough idea is for that to go ahead and fall around the entire thing to kind of give it that unique vibe to it. Oh, those things get on my nerves. Let's go ahead and sleep to get rid of them. Okay, fun fact, they attack you even if you're in the bed. Well, that is a little annoying, so let's go move the bed somewhere they can't get me. Oh, and a neat little fun idea that I had that I'm going to do more towards the completion of probably the entire structure of this base. Oh, look at that little guy. Alright. Is I'm gonna cover this bottom layer wall and probably like my first, because we just hit 29 followers here on Twitch. Probably my first 30 followers, maybe some more, might get a whole sign with some ink and glow squid ink on it, and some dye just to make it look nice. So if you fall into that bracket, you'll get a sign here on the wall, and which there's 26 followers, so that's 4 more spots, 4 more chances to get up here on the wall. Let me go ahead and make that the right size so I can actually see. Oh, Nick's trying to sleep. Let me get over there. Now, server-wise, we had a fun little contest where we basically had a contest to build up the town that everyone builds their shops in, and just build things over there that everyone collectively can use. And if anyone new joins the server, they've got resources over there, so they're not just starting from scratch. But basically, I won the contest, and I got a whole lot of diamonds, a whole lot of emeralds, and I also, look at that, got a whole new elytra, so I can fly around, and I feel like that might help speed along this build process a little bit. I did bring my bow just to help pick off the, nonsense that ends up spawning at the base. I'm feeling a little tongue-tied today. It's been a long day. Work was a little sucky because they're calling for snow, so you know what that means. Everyone buys their milk and bread. I also had a job interview today, and I feel like it went pretty well. It wasn't like I was talking to someone directly on the phone. It was one of those precursor interviews where I've got to fill out all the information, and basically a virtual interview where I answer the regular interview questions, but in like a text and recording kind of format, and then that gets sent to the recruiter. So wish me luck on that, because that could actually change a whole lot of things for me, and I'm really looking forward to moving up in the world. But I think that's the kind of good catch up and intro that I was looking for, and maybe I talked a little too much, maybe I talked a little too less, but I'm gonna call it good there. It's something I'll keep progressively working on as this series goes on, which, like I said earlier, I'm really looking forward to getting that new mic I was telling you guys about. Amazon says it will be delivered before 9 o'clock tomorrow, so if it gets here, I'll just go ahead and stream with it. But I got close to a shulker box full of dark oak, got a whole box of stone, and I got various things that I can use for this build. And I'm going to go ahead and start throwing these saplings down to have them have things start growing near the base. This isn't like a permanent, location for these trees, but you never know. I can chop them down, get more saplings, and keep growing from there. Let's see what else I've got. Oh, lots of birch. Birch was probably my least favorite wood in the entire game, just because there's something about the logs that kind of got under my skin. But now that you can, have strip logs and whatnot, I like that. I like those. And as my build style's kind of grown over the years, I've started using birch to kind of contrast the all the dark oak that I use, because I go a little dark oak heavy 90% of the time. And if you were able to look at my old worlds, most of my builds are just dark oak. So let's grab some of those guys. What was the last layer we did? We did a layer of stone. So maybe we'll go up with a little bit of dark oak. It might take us a few stacks, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and there's so many wood choices in Minecraft that I don't even come close to using, but I could start branching out some more. How tall am I thinking of going? You know what? I was thinking, because, the glass floor, I'm not going to build too much down there, because I want you to be able to see the lake, and I want you to be able to see up into the base. So that I'm not going to count that as a floor, really. So I'm going to got this first floor here, and I'm thinking maybe at least 2 more floors. So this thing could end up being over, 40 blocks tall, which, that honestly sounds a little short now that I'm saying it out loud, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and go up, and we'll kind of just go for it. And I'm open to suggestions. If you guys maybe see something that I don't see, or have an idea that I haven't thought of, let me know. And if you're watching on YouTube and you have a good idea, leave it in the comments. I mean, with how big it is, yeah, it's going to be a lot of materials, but if you kind of already look at it, that we're already at least 10 right now, starting from that floor level. But if you include the entire base, it's going to be pretty tall. So I'm thinking I'll go up another 2 layers with this dark oak, and then maybe go in 1 more, and then that's where we'll cap the next floor. So we'll kind of just see how it goes. And I'm thinking this next floor for sure will be made out of birch. Just kind of go ahead and start, you know, adding some different color to the build. And maybe I could do the very top floor in like an acacia wood or something to give it that orange, just so it's like, bam, something different up top, you know? And, April, you mentioned watching my YouTube videos at work today, so this will be a YouTube video you'll end up watching, and this is that reference I told you I would make. So, shout out to April. And April, this is your first inside joke. I need ones on register 5, so I'm gonna expect you to mention this at work. Yeah, the acacia wood's pretty good, and that's a lot of what Connor uses in his build, and it's just a very nice, you know, kind of orange kind of color to it. And you know, I was thinking for YouTube as well, I might start making, man, I don't know what quite the phrase is exactly for it, but kind of like long play videos where, you know, I'm not talking, and you actually, might not even have my webcam on. It's just a long play of me playing Minecraft with a very nice texture pack on. Now, my computer is not the greatest gaming computer out there, but it is pretty nice. Hey, Nick. But just, you know, something that you can load up over while you go to bed or whatever. Ooh, I figured that was gonna happen. But I don't know, because, you know, I like to watch things when I go to bed, whether it's playing rain videos or, you know, something along those lines. I like that. And a lot of times I end up with like lo-fi or whatever, so I was thinking if I did like a lo-fi edit over, like, you know, just the music over the gameplay itself, it might come out fairly nice and kind of relaxing to watch. And, you know, the sounds won't be too harsh, it'll be just kind of music with the standard Minecraft noises or whatever I'm working on at the time, and I don't know, get a good 2 to 3 hours in of gameplay and upload that. So if you have any texture pack recommendations or anything like that, I've got both Bedrock and Java, which when it comes to texture packs, Java is definitely the easiest way to go to find really nice texture packs. That's just something I've been thinking. And I play a lot of D&D, which Nick and Hannah know that. And one of my characters, his name is Hefty Stonebridge. He's a currently level 4 barbarian dwarf, and he comes from a long line of bridge builders, hence his name, Hefty Stonebridge. And I have a lot of fun with this character because, you know, he's kind of a bit of a goofball and just does honestly whatever he wants because all he cares about is building bridges. And I've just lost my train of thought. I was thinking that I might, you know, make some custom stickers that say, like, I'm a stone man, baby, quoted by, you know, Hefty Stonebridge, and pass that out to my D&D friends, which, you know, if they're watching, it won't be a surprise now, but if they're not watching, it will be a surprise. And so, Han, you gotta keep that a secret, okay? I'm a stone man, baby. Can you imagine that? Like, I get a nice stone kind of font and then turn it into, you know, a die cut sticker and just get enough for the D&D group and pass that out at our next session. Wouldn't that just be awesome? Oh yeah, I mean, you love stickers, I love stickers, everybody loves stickers. Which, side note, I do make stickers in general. And I'm using way more dark oak than I thought I would, but that's okay. I can always keep going. As far as collecting more goes. But this will be at least enough to fix the next floor. Or finish the next floor. Say that every time I play, that I'm a stone man, baby. I'm a stone man, baby. I mean, I am building out of a lot of stone right now. Let's see. Dark oak, dark oak, dark oak. I will take one more just to be safe. And then know that you are using way more materials than you thought I was. Oh, yeah, no, I know. I keep saying that because I underestimate this build. You know what? It's just how it goes. Which you got me kind of excited. I was completely down to always like start my stream going, "I'm a stone man, baby." That'd be kind of funny. Kind of an inside joke that most people wouldn't understand. Well, yeah, I know I can do that too, and I've been catching myself. I've been quoting milking cave cows from episode 2 of this build. Yeah, I said it at work today, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Milking cave cows." You wouldn't understand. Which April, you at work, you'll remember that conversation. She pointed out that she had watched my YouTube videos and she thought they were kind of funny, which I appreciate that. It means a lot. That came out a little sarcastic, but I seriously mean that, April. Because, you know, this is kind of a fun hobby for me that I do outside of work and everything in general, and that you were able to get some kind of amusement out of it. Really, like, it makes me feel good. Feels like I'm not just, you know, wasting time or whatever. But we were basically having that conversation at work, and I went, "I'm milking cave cows," and just kept on working. But, you know, if I get real tactical about promoting my channel, I'll start just slipping business cards in the bags as they leave. Thank you for shopping. Check out my YouTube channel. It's like back when you would drop your mixtape in people's bags at the mall. Which, Nick, I don't know if you remember, but there was that one time we were in the Asheville Mall, and those dudes just came up to us, and they're like, "Hey, check out our mixtape." And we're like, okay. And we were like, I don't know, 14 or whatever. And so we went back. No, we weren't 14 because you were driving. We were like 16, 17. So we went back to your car, and we put it in the CD player, and it was just something. I don't know if I would call it, like, great. It was just, you know, a little bit on that silly side. But I know at least, like, one of the songs kind of slapped a little bit enough that we remembered to play it for people. Which, I don't know if you even remember this story. That was Walmart in town? You know what? You're probably right. Not Asheville. No, I might be confusing it with another time that a guy approached me in Asheville, like at the mall, and he was like, "Hey, you want to buy my mixtape?" And it freaked me out because, you know, I didn't have money, and sometimes I'm not the most sociable person ever. And I was like, I don't have music. And he goes, "Here, listen to it. And, you know, I got scared and just, I was like, too much going on. Which reminds me of another story. I was in Asheville one time, and I was walking around, and this guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Can I have a sip of your coffee?" And I was like, my coffee? He goes, "Can I have a sip of your coffee?" And, you know, I was like, "No," and he kept following me and chasing me, and I was like, "Fine, just take the coffee." So I gave him the whole coffee. Top 10 regrettable moments, because that was actually a pretty good coffee. Let's see how, came down here just to see how that layer is looking. Oh yeah, I think that'll be a good place to cap that next floor off. Because that'll make that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks tall in there. So I feel like that's a pretty good, you know, roof level in here. Oh wow. Which off stream I might spend a while torching this place up. So that means I gotta finish that layer of stone, and then I'll come attack it with some birch. Go and do that flooring up there. Oop. Yeah, Nick, I was telling them how we fought the Wither yesterday, and now that video is also on YouTube. But it was a pretty fun experience, and Nick's building, he's going to use that nether star to build his beacon for his mega base. So he'll be able to, you know, do that a little quicker. Oh man, this will be a nice drinking game. Every time that I fall off while building this thing, take a shot. You get drunk in 5 minutes? Yeah, most likely. I don't know if it goes against any Twitch guidelines if I was drinking while twitching. Which I've not read most of the, you know, kind of rules. I got the gist of it, you know, don't do anything illegal. But me drinking's not illegal. I just don't know if it's Twitch appropriate. Which I was watching TikTok earlier, Hannah, and I don't know if I sent you this TikTok, but I was telling Nick about it. This guy was on his live stream, and I think he was playing, like, I don't know, Battlefield or something, you know, something that's a shooter game with different rounds, and he was like, I'm gonna chug this bottle of laxative, and I'm gonna play until I end up, you know, crapping myself. So he chugged this entire, like, you know, probably 20-ounce bottle of laxative, something where you're supposed to take, like, probably 30 milliliters or something, and he posted he posted a TikTok later, like an update, and he was like, guys, it's been 24 hours, I literally can't lay down to sleep, I'm on the toilet and you hear in the background. But I don't know, you know, anything for the viewers is, I guess, that kind of mentality. You know, which I'm not down to drink a whole bottle of laxative. That's kind of not my style. But I wouldn't be down to do, or I mean, I would be down to do something, you know, like, hey, like, I don't know. I was gonna say something there, but I didn't think of anything to say. But you guys get what I mean. Like, I would do something silly, I guess, for this stream one time. Which, Nick, what are you working on in the server right now? Are you working on your mecha build or like something in town? Creeper. Oh man, you're digging blank 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 underwater base. I don't think you were trying to say some dirty words, but maybe you did. Oh wait, is your mega base gonna be underwater? Are you calling me an a-hole, or are you saying you're digging a hole? Which just some server news is we are currently holding an election for mayor. So people on the server, they can run their campaign, and then I think we'll have a good old election styled vote for mayor, which will be pretty neat. Maybe it'd be a good way to keep people active on here. But yeah, other than that, there's not too much more server news. Just Digging and a mining. So yeah, I'm thinking that this will cap off the next floor. And Nick was asking me the other day what this was all about. It's just so that whenever you're in this part here, you can look down, you know, you can look over. Which I just realized there's not a way not a way to get to this side. You know what? I could, you know, put in a staircase that goes over this part here, so it loops on over to this side. But I didn't, I didn't think that far ahead. Or maybe, you know, Nick suggested maybe leaving that part open, so when you're down there, this could, you know, I might bring out that dirt wall some and have a giant flower garden. You know, I don't know. It's all undecided. That's probably how I should say that. Let me go get some birch, which this won't be the doorway either. I've got to decide on a doorway. Which I don't know, you know. I think this is going to be my Birchbox. Should I do slabs or, No, you're not blind-handed. I mean, this side is about 5 blocks out, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. And then this side is only 1, 2, and 3. Most of this build is not even, so I wasn't gonna start making it even. And, you know, maybe I could have done it better, and maybe I still can. I could just completely get rid of this side, you know, and have this as like a raised platform in this part, you know. So I could get rid of all this glass and put this as a straight up floor on this side. I don't know, you know, and this dirt might not stay. I feel like I gotta get up the frame of the build first, and then I'll start, you know, making it make sense. That's kind of the underlining goal of this one. I feel like that we're gonna need a lot of slabs to make that floor. Let's see. Good thing I got a lot of birch here, and I got more in the chest back in the base. Alright, I feel like this will give me a good start. Which I'll have to move all the scaffolding here in a bit, because I gotta put the stone in here. Let's see what might be the easiest way to do this. Just kind of going for it. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to deal with that a lot. We got in a bunch of COVID rapid tests today at work, so Food Lion now sells COVID tests, just in case anyone was wondering. I think they're like $22, and they're one of the rapid ones, and you get 2 of them per kit. Which, yeah, they're calling for some snow tomorrow, so I got a feeling tomorrow at work's gonna be a little crazy. This week's been pretty rough. We've had probably minimum 4 people call out a day. Maybe 5 or 6 if you count everyone from both shifts. And yeah, tomorrow for the stream, I'll show you guys what mic I got and my honest thoughts of it. And I got it on sale. I only paid about $30 to get it from Amazon. Mic tour, mic tour. We're gonna go take a tour of Mike's house. Hello, Mike. But it's usually retails between that $40 to $50 price range. So it was about did I move my desk? Yeah, and yeah, that's the closet right there. Because that other desk is out of here, so now that other side of the room's more open. And I think Nick might put his desk over in that corner. It was just kind of nice not having all my bulkiness right there at the front door of this bedroom, you know? Oh yeah, that's gonna look kind of pretty nice over there. Are you thinking you'll add light to the room? Well, I was saying earlier in the stream, you know, I'm gonna go pick up a standing lamp tomorrow. That's gonna go right here to kind of add better lighting in this direction. Cause now that the desk is over here, my light source is now on the other side of me, and there's nothing over here, so I'm kind of really dark here. But you know, in general, and I might think about adding some cool LEDs right here around my desk, so it kind of gives it a nice kind of like glowing effect. My PC itself, I've got it filled with red fans, so it's got like, oh, okay, you mean inside the base. Now I feel a little silly, but in here, I don't know yet, and I'm totally open up to suggestions on how to make sure this room has plenty of light. But I guess that answers both questions of what I'm planning for light in this actual room in here versus in the build. So, which, you know, I kind of wish it was in the next update already, because those frog lights look really, really cool. And frogs are another addition I'm pretty excited for. And now I'm thinking it probably makes more sense for me to have this on the outside of the build. Since nothing's going to be broke from out here, I can just kind of work my way up the build. Yeah, ring lights, I've thought about it, just adding more of a light kind of here on my face so I don't look so shadowed out. And honestly, you can get like ring lights for $3 or so, depending on where you go get them at, because they've mass produced them. So it's not honestly worth, I mean, hold on, I said that wrong. So it's honestly worth checking out now. Oh, another thing that has changed since the last time I streamed is I changed the video quality. Because I guess maybe Twitch Studio kind of just runs a scan of your PC and recommends and auto sets like a preferred setting for your stream and recording. And it was only recording in 720, so I turned it all the way up to 1080, 20 frames per second. So when I upload this to YouTube, it should look a lot better, and it might look a little better now. So that's something. And I don't have to work on building the entire frame up first. I can go ahead and start working on the lake maybe next stream or so. I don't have to necessarily do everything in one order. But, it might get the build done a little bit better if I do it that way instead of jumping back and forth, jumping back and forth. I'm definitely feeling it tonight. This stream might probably stay at the hour mark. Which I know right now I have it in my Twitch settings saying that it's going to be, live streams Tuesdays and Thursdays. And for the most part, I think I'm going to try to stick to that schedule. So, but you know what, this is mostly a hobby for me, so some days I might not make it, and it's probably guaranteed I'm going to stream more than just Tuesdays and Thursdays. But for the most part, if you're trying to bank on what day I might be streaming, that's a good day to shoot for. Well, we're getting close to the halfway mark, and I'll probably have to make some more of these platforms. And I probably should go get more torches. I was wondering if that would just kill him. Yeah, let me get on down. Yeah, I moved the bed. And there's a good chance I'll probably get rid of all this dirt in here too. Cause I really don't know. Hello to anybody else who's joined. I'm just working on the next floor of the mega build, which is gonna be birch up there. So this will be one room in itself. And you know, as this build progressively gets bigger, I'll keep doing these dips in, so the floors will get smaller. But honestly, it's still so big, I'm gonna have plenty of room to do different things. Well, what book is it? I'm sure we could find the book somewhere. Sleepwalking? I mean, is it like a newer book? Have you checked Amazon? You might be able to just get the paperback for like $5 or $6. Oh yeah? 600 does sound like a rather long book. Yeah, I know. Getting books at a discounted rate or a cheaper rate's always good, because sometimes all you do is just read it, so kind of hard to justify spending full price if you only read it like once or just for one event, you know. But I say if you want to read it, then get it and read it, because I think that'll be really enjoyable. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea, and I was thinking I might pick up and go ahead and reread Looking for Alaska, since you gave it back to me. I felt like I should probably try to get back in that kick of actually reading books again. I am really messing up with these birch slabs right now. Oop. Oh yeah, that would be kind of fun, passing the same book back and forth. And I started this stream a little bit later than I actually wanted to tonight, because I was having some computer problems. We moved my desk over, and I went to go plug everything back in, and I just couldn't get my computer to start. You know, at first I was like, uh-oh. Like, straight up full-on panic attack, like, oh goodness, what is going on? Because, you know, I didn't do anything but unplug everything, and then move the desk over, and then I go to plug everything back in. And I'll be honest, right now my cable management kind of sucks, because I've been mishmashing things together just to kind of get a nice setup. But I don't know. So it took me a little bit just to like process maybe what was wrong with the computer. And I don't know if this was the issue, but I ended up just taking the side paneling off, and I went in there and I unplugged the switch to the motherboard that has my for the power button switch that goes straight to the motherboard. I unplugged it and I plugged it back in. I gave it the old plug and unplug trick, and it turned back on after that. So maybe I'm thinking while I was moving the computer, the cable just got a little loose. Which I know this hasn't been the most exciting stream tonight. Mostly just working on this floor. So maybe I'll stream my my solo world next time I get on, just to switch it up a little bit, because we're good. This will be episode 4 into the megabase, and it wouldn't hurt to work on something else for a little while, you know, so I don't get burnt out, and I'm not just making the same thing over and over. But we're basically at that halfway point for this floor, and coming up on the hour mark, so I'll probably stop around that, give or take. But yeah, no, I think this birch is going to make a good addition to this part of the build. And if anybody has a good name suggestion for the base itself, I'm open. because I've not really put much thought into it. And honestly, I don't know what all I'm gonna be putting in this base, like into the base itself. You know, because I could put in auto farms in here of varying sizes. You know, maybe I'll have a whole floor that's just dedicated to auto farms, so it all runs at the same time. Carl? Yeah, maybe I'll bring some villagers here. I've never done that. What if I put the villagers down there on that bottom glass layer? I don't really fully know how villagers work, so I definitely have to do some research. But that might be kind of neat, have a whole villager trading hall on that bottom floor. And plus that's something that I kind of been wanting to get into anyways. Carl. Well, you see that it started up on the top. His hole is complete. Where's it at? I'll come look at it. Oop, out of birch. The ocean monument connected to the nether portal. I think I might have some rockets left, and I'll just fly that way. I've only got 24. Huh. I just noticed there's a different running noise for when you run on this here. What is this, like Blackstone? Bricks or something? I don't think I would have noticed it without my headphones on. Oh, deep slate. So is there a purpose for the hole? Auto farms. How many floors does this auto farm go down to? 3. Oh, you know what? I could have just walked over and looked at it. So how do you have the stuff going back up to the chest up here for you to collect it? if it's all going down, right? Oh, a water elevator, so does it just shoot it straight into the hopper, I guess? Oh, so it slides up there, okay. I see, that's really neat. I do like that. Ooh, that wasn't the greatest of ideas, but it worked. Oh, do you already have a beacon in there, Nick? Ah, nice. I didn't even notice that it took effect till I left. Alright, maybe to go ahead and end off tonight's stream, I'll go see if there's anything for shopping the cells that I want to buy. Yeah, I said that wrong. If there's anything in the shops for sale that I want to buy. I think that one's better. Let's go. Let's go down here and see. I know Ben's got his armor shop in here. I'm not in dire need for any kind of armor, but we can take a minute to appreciate it. Maybe Connor refilled his netherite shop. That would be kind of nice to buy from. Oh no, he hasn't. So sad, because I would probably just buy all of it out. Smooth stone. I'm not in need for smooth stone at the moment. Nether brick, nether sand. Well, Connor, I do enjoy your shop, but I'm not in the market for what you're selling right now. But if you bring back the netherite, I will buy that. I will probably buy all of what you have. Oh, is Nick selling armor too? Set of diamond armor, 20, 20, 20. Alright, is it fully enchanted? Oh, look at that. Well, we can always go over here to Nick's food truck. It's got a little dragon on it. It's got a little man. Pull a challenge. Are there new challenges in there? Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to pull out a challenge that's like, bring Nick 48 stacks of dirt. Because I don't know. That's not fun for anybody to watch or me do. But maybe I'll go grab one. Because if it's cool enough, then I can just do it on stream. How about me candles? Oh, somebody bought those out again. Want a custom challenge? You got anything in mind? You're enticing me now. Good old cactus farm. We'll get a good view of the town up here while me and Nick discuss the possibility of doing a challenge. Another 3 cactus farms? Like another 3 10-story cactus farms? What would we need with all that cactus? Here, look at this view of the town up here. Wow. You know, which I could go ahead and clear that off so that could be more town that goes into the cave there. That'd be kind of nice. Green. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not against that idea, but this took a whole lot of materials that I would rather use on my mega base right now. I wouldn't maybe be against the idea of a whole nother cactus farm, just another tower maybe right there. But I don't know if that's in the kind of distance we would need to be from the town. Which, if the town keeps expanded, it's gonna look really good. Cause we can, that's Ben's base. But if we flatten all this down here, kind of give it some good building areas, kind of right before we go to Wes's base, that's a whole nother area we can open up and go maybe into the cave over there too. So yeah, I mean the town has a lot of potential because that goes off to 2 bases there. So if we stay here, maybe put something in this lake, which I still think like a nice pirate ship or something would look good right over there. So we've got lots of ideas. And if anybody thinks of a new idea, just drop it in the chat or drop it in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. But I feel like we do need more here. I was thinking about building an AFK cafe right there, so people can come to the town and just kind of go AFK and be safe. But kind of theme it after like a little diner or a little bar or something. Or, you know, a cafe, because AFK cafe sounds kind of nice. But man, this is actually quite the view up here. You can kind of really see how all the paths are coming along together. That bridge looks really nice. Ooh, that was... I almost didn't get the wings going, so that would have been bad. But yeah, no, I think that's where I'm going to wrap up the stream tonight, guys. Thanks for watching, if you've been watching. Shout out to Nick and Hannah for watching this full stream tonight. Otherwise, join back probably tomorrow for another stream.